So just about set now. Starting on the mound in this one, Christopher Sanchez. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Lars Nootbaar. Leading things off and takes. It's a strike. Here's your 1. There's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. Bottom of the first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
That misses. Ball 1. The pitch. That one outside. Yeah, that's ball 2. And another ball. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. And that is out of play. That one the other way, and foul ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Bryce Harper to the plate. Snap throw to first, and Turner's back in. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Turner on at first, nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss as he was late.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. And now it's filled up 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ripped on a line. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Batting third, designated hitter.
And time now for the Phillies
Kyle
lineup.
Schwarber.
And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Man at first, one away. And that is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back.
Runner.
Turner runs. Got him swinging. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag.
Batting fourth, right fielder.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Just missed.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
That's towards center. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. One left for Philadelphia. Scoreless after one. All set for the start of the inning. Down the third baseman. Nolan
Arenado.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies.
Now
Jesus Luzardo.
And he's done a great job
44.
keeping the ball in the park this year.
Jesus
The numbers stack up with
Luzardo.
some of the best in the game.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Castellanos hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, first baseman,
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Contreras, 32 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And down on strikes he goes. And there's two away.
Batting sixth, the
Two down,
designated
base is
hitter,
empty.
Ivan
And now
Herrera.
it's Ivan Herrera. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Fought off foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
That one missed. Ground ball left side. Oh, great stop. The throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Now, here is JT Realmuto.
JT Realmuto.
Liberator back to work. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball one. And another ball.
Two balls, no strike.
Late swing fouled off. Fouled off down the right side. Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Matthew Liberator departs. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment.
Now pitching for St.
And
Louis.
we've got ourselves a pitching change.
Number 12.
Erick Fedde.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild
Fedde.
card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Pitch misses, and the count is filled up.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting sixth, third baseman.
And now, Alec Bohm.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And he pumps in a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Outside, and 1-1. And there's a ball.
One strike.
Second inning here, no score. This one in the air, right field. And out number one on the grab.
Batting seventh, second baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
And here is Sosa to the plate. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. He's got it. And there are two outs.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide
Batting
receiver
eighth,
playing
left
football.
fielder,
So up next, Weston Wilson.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
2 outs. And a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Phillies strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back at Citizens Bank Park, on to the 3rd inning, and now the catcher comes up to him. Pedro Pajes. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. And there's a foul ball. High fly ball out towards left center. Wilson on the move to the gap. And there's one away.
Batting 8th, right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. On the inside corner for a strike. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Fights it off, he'll see another. And down on strikes. 2 gone. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
So digging in, Jose Barrero. Just off the inside edge. Top of the 3rd, no score. Next offering is fouled back. Not close with that one. 2-1. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
He swings and fouls one off. In the air, right field. Castellanos gets under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas.
Center fielder, Johan Rojas.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Here's Trey Turner. He reached out a walk his first time. The shortstop takes the ball. Just off the inside edge. 1 out, base is empty. And that drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And it remains 2-2. And that's in the dirt. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one opts against the fence. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. He's in there.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position here is Bryce Harper. Look out!
That hit him.
And it hit him. Kyle Schwarber digs in now.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And he takes one right on the black. And it's 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
Outside low. And that is ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out. That one misses. 3-1.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. 1 at second. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Back here in Philadelphia as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Here's a 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back.
That's a ball. 2-2.
That one ripped. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Throws to second. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Mason Wynn now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Next pitch is outside.
3-0.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at
Now
bat.
batting, second baseman Brendan Donovan.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Can't get there, base hit. And the runner holds at third.
Well, that may end up
Now
being an
batting,
at-bat
third
we go
baseman,
back to
Nolan
later on when this game
Arenado.
is over. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Arenado in the box now. Takes strike 1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Strike 2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches.
On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this
Now
situation
batting,
with the
the
bases
first baseman,
loaded,
Wilson
double play is kind of a
Contreras.
rally killer.
Here's Contreras now. Caught looking his first time up. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Two outs. Outside with a breaking ball. Now one missed.
1 strike.
On the ground to third. And it goes just foul. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Phillies nothing. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off
John
for
Chabi
the
and Chris
Phillies,
Singleton with you.
right
And leading
fielder,
off the bottom of the 4th, Nick Castellanos. Swing and a foul out of play.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Next
One
offering
ball,
way
one
off
strike.
the plate. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Miles Michaelis getting loose out there. Right through there for a strike. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Nootbaar sizing this one up. Makes the grab, one down.
Up next for the Phillies,
JT Realmuto steps in. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
And a strike. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike. Caught him looking for the K.
Now batting,
Alec Bohm, the next to hit. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, second baseman Edmundo
So
Sosa.
digging in now for Philadelphia, Edmundo Sosa. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That's in there. Strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
That's in there.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Next one misses, and the count 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. One left for Philadelphia. They still trail 1-0. New inning getting started. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Ivan Herrera. Herrera goes 5 feet 11 inches, 220 pounds, and he was born in Panama. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Ball 1 there. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Ranger Suarez up and throwing. Banks also throwing. Fly ball center field. Rojas makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher Pedro
Digging in,
Pajes.
Pedro Pajes. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Lifted in the air, right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder Jordan Walker.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Jordan Walker. His first at bat was a strikeout. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Two down, nobody on. That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And down in order go the Cardinals. But they lead it 1-0. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Weston Wilson. Fedde back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 strike.
And a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next,
That
for
pretty
the
much
Phillies,
split the zone down the
center
middle,
fielder,
and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Rojas.
Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. Grounded out his first time up. Gets the bunt down the right side. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
Turner in the box now. Takes strike 1. Wilson over at second, 1 down.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
That's a really good take.
Next offering upstairs.
Okay.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Bryce Harper. There's a strike. Man on second, 2 down.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is 1-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Top of the 6th inning, and now the center fielder, Jose Barrero. just missed. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Aaron Nola, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. And another ball.
Ball 3. 3-0.
And there's the automatic. In the air, left field, down the line. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Back to the top of the lineup, Lars Nootbaar. Next up for the Cardinals. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And there's a strike. And that's a little bit high. 2-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Two now. Now one missed. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Line drive. And a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
That's a good job right there. Get 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. Inside corner for a strike. No outs. Runners at first and third. That one clips the outside corner, and that is strike 2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Fires to second for 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. 1 for 2. Gets the outside corner with that one.
0-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings and misses. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So it's 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, no one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Phillies nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sonny Gray.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 2 in this one. That one fouled off.
You know, these Phils looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
And now it's JT Realmuto. A strikeout and a walk.
No, that's a ball. That's ball 4.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. There comes the skipper out of the new arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Miles Michaelis.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Yeah, that's fouled off. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. And he grounds one back up the middle, and that one finds its way through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting,
Edmundo Sosa getting ready to hit.
Sosa.
Inside, almost got him. The 1-0. There's the strike. Action in the pen down there. Kyle Leahy up and loosening in the pen. Romero, the lefty, warming up as well. That's a little bit low. Up the middle, and that chance handled. They take the force out, 3rd out, and the Redbirds bullpen comes through. We're through 6 full. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Orion Kerkering.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
smoked on the ground to second. Fires over to first. One up, one down.
Ball four, take the base. You're out.
First and second,
Now batting,
2 outs.
right fielder,
Now it's the
Jordan
right
Walker.
fielder, Jordan Walker, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Back at Citizens Bank Park, here's the left fielder, Weston Wilson. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm, delivers. He was late there, strike one.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
He takes it on his own, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas. Fastball for a strike. The Phillies down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-2.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Trey Turner at the plate. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. And they're down 2-0.
Now pitching.
New
for
arm
the
out of the
Phillies.
bullpen, Carlos Hernandez.
5.
And compared to a lot of other
Carlos
relievers,
Hernandez.
strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one's carrying. Gone. And they add on. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And
one down. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. in the air, right side. 2 down. Here comes the skipper, and
Pitching
on the
for
mound now,
Phillies.
Aaron Nola.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that's outside, and that's ball 1. There's the strike at the knees. The 1-1 is fouled off. To third, and that one handled. Tosses across to first, and that is that. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Phillies nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. JoJo Romero.
Now pitching for
He's been
St.
so
Louis.
good against lefties.
Number 59.
Here's Bryce Harper at the plate now.
JoJo
Growing up, he
Romero.
experienced a moment straight out of the sandlot. Harper was getting ready to play for Team USA, but he didn't have a bat. So he borrowed one from his dad.
Okay.
The bat was autographed by Pete Rose. His dad wiped the autograph clean and told Bryce to use it. I'm not sure how many dads would have done that. And that one hammered back there. It bangs off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Man at first with 1 gone, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Nick Castellanos. Back here in Philadelphia, all set to start the 9th in this one. And now, Nolan Arenado. That one hit to right. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. 0-1 down. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Contreras in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
No strike.
And it's 1-1.
1-1. Ball 2.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Ivan Herrera. And that one is inside. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So the closer coming from the bullpen, Ryan Helsley.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down. Well, there's no letdown after they got to 10 wins. Came out today, pushed it to 11. The opposition looks disgusted from the other side of the field. They respect the talent that's over there, but they also think that this is a lucky team. Well, that's the thing about baseball. You've got to be good and you've got to be lucky. Right now, they're clicking on all cylinders, and they're just going to ride it as long as it'll last.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.